My good peoples, man. It's your boy Kente over here at Triton Kennels. We back with another video, man. I'm gonna try to drop this video tonight, get it out to y'all, man. But in this video, I'm just gonna give y'all my opinion, strictly my opinion, on what I think you should start with if you want to start a breeding program. 7, stop biting your mama like that, man. If you want to start your breeding program up, what should you start with, a male or a female? And in my opinion, it's just my opinion. My opinion gonna be a female. Come here. My opinion gonna be a female strictly because as a new breeder, and I don't just mean new because you just started breeding, right? You can be new to a breed like me, right? I'm new to the Boerboels. I'm new to the Frenchies, right? And if you don't have a wow factor stud to begin with, that puppy, that stud that you buy, if he's not a wow factor stud or he's not a stud that's already working, which nobody's going to sell you their money making stud, so you can cancel that. But if the stud that you buy isn't a wow factor stud, or you're not known to produce or known to have studs that produce their ass off, then in my opinion, you need to start out with a female, right? I got a yard full of females now, right now. He, him. Toro. This boy there. This is the only stud I have on my yard. I have another male dog, but I don't use him for breeding. What he at? Butler. I don't use him for breeding, so I don't include him as a stud. But yeah, in my opinion, I think you should start with a female. Just because you can buy a nice looking female and take her to a top name stud if that's what you want to do. If you want to jump in the game and chase names, do that. Me, I'm not chasing a name. I'm buying a stud credit based on what is in front of me and what his productions look like. I don't care about who this person is or what this dog is or who they say he is or what they say he producing. If I'm not seeing it, I'm not buying into it. That's just that simple. But they have been going other stuff come out. But yeah, so that's just my opinion on it. And how to choose a stud is another thing we're gonna talk about in this video. Hopefully I can get them to stop. Look, shit, food for that ball now. How to choose a stud, right? So, how you want to choose a stud? You want to choose a stud based off of what he brings to the table and what your female is lacking, right? So, both of my females here, my breeding females, 7 and Mara, daughter and mom, right up down the hill. Neither one of them is lacking rear. So guess what? I'm not really concerned about a rear and a stud. Stop it. I'm not really concerned about a rear and a stud. My biggest concern is dome size, right? I want a dog that's gonna bring a bigger dome to my program. That's what I'm looking for in a stud. I want a dog that's gonna bring more mass to my program. That's what I'm looking for in a stud, right? He is an okay stud. He also don't have to breed in my yard no more. That's my lady's dog, so he don't have to breed to keep himself here, right? So he's not a wild factor stud, as anybody look at him can tell. He's not a wild factor stud. He doesn't have a super huge head. He don't carry a lot of. I mean, he got a nice bone on him, but he don't have the best bone on him. He don't have thick bone like I want. He's okay. He throws the muscles. Look, cause 7, if she'll stand up, or look, you just look at her side. She got those muscles that I like, right? He doesn't produce big heads. Look, you can see her rear there. Not lacking at all. She has a nice rear on her, right? Also, what I look for in a stud too, I don't care about color, right? Color is something I can add later. I care about my 3 big things, physical things, outside of like good hips and no easty westy, and well, he just wants somebody chasing. good hips and no easty westy, and certain other things. Like, is my type 3 is bone, dome, and bone, dome, and structure. Right. When I say structure, he got that H frame on him that I like. Right. What does his back look like? Does he have a roach back? Does he have a sway back? What is this? I mean, these are the things that you also have to take into consideration when picking out these studs. You don't want to take something that's bad, something that's already bad, and make it worse. Because then you're going to be breeding forever trying to figure out why you're not getting a better looking dog. Right? When, to begin with, you breeding bad dogs. Well, look at the movement on that girl, man. Look at the movement on her. Right? This is how American bullies should be able to move. You know, they should bring the dome and all of that good stuff I was just talking about, but they should still be able to move. And then, right, for the Boerboels, right, when I breed her, when I look for stuff for her, I want to, her dad already carries the mask, her mama already carries the mask, but I want something, and they both carry nice size heads. I don't want nothing too, you know, big, or they can't move, or they can't breathe without, I want somebody to look at this dog and know that this is an African Mastiff. I don't want them to mistake it with a Bull Mastiff or Napoleon Mastiff. I don't want to be mistaken for none of that. And they look at her, I want them to know that this is an African Boerboel. Hey, Zuri. Well, they just playing. But eventually I got to stop her from doing that because she's going to become a bigger dog. But when it comes to the Boerboels, man, you got to check the hips. Make sure that the stud that you're going to pick don't have hip dysplasia. You know, that's what the JLPP tests and all that stuff come in, man. You got to get these dogs checked. So I think it's a year. So I have to wait a year before I can test her for that. So up until that point where I can test her, guess what? I got to feed this dog, care for this dog. But yeah, man, and you should be checking your bullies too, man. Make sure they're not. That's a good shot of him right there. That's a good shot of that boy right there. I can never get a good picture of him, man. Because as soon as he see me like this, he's gonna run towards me. Right there. As soon as he see me like that, he gonna run towards me. Hey, cut it out. Cause them two about to get after. When it comes to balls and her, this girl right here don't play about no ball, man. I think this girl coming back in heat, man. I would love if she was coming back in heat. Come on, give me this. I would love it if she was coming back in heat because I can breed her. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's see. Throw it back there towards my shed. See if they can get it. That might go right in the shed. Okay. Yeah, man. You got to know how to pick a stud. How to pick a female. Man, I'm going to tell you something too. Right? She is a nice quality female. She is definitely a nice quality female. Isn't the biggest female, but she's nice. I produced her, so of course, in my opinion, she's nice. I don't have no kennel blindness either, so I know when dogs have to go out my yard. That's why Callie isn't here, Lil T isn't here, because I was going to keep them and breed them too, but they wasn't showing breed type, so they had to go. You know, a lot of people gonna say wait for the blood, but they was already a year old and I still wasn't seeing any better results. She about to try to take that ball. But yeah, man, you gotta know how to breed, what to breed. You gotta make sure these females are up to par when it comes to, you can't just pick a stud and think that stud is gonna bring everything to the table. He can't fix everything that's wrong with your female. Come on. Look. Come here, Seven. Seven, come here. Come here. Come here. She want her mama to chase her. That's why she's running past me. Come here. And just like that, I got the ball. Just like that, I got the ball. Uh-oh. Right, see, they playing. It ain't nothing serious about that. They playing right there. That's strictly play. And I let my dogs do that because they got to figure out. He wants somebody to chase him. Look, he wants somebody to chase him. Ready? Ready? Look at that. That's how bullies should still move like that, even on a thick frame, man. And that's why I kept this girl 7, right? Because any stud that I take her to, she's definitely gonna bring the athleticism. It don't matter how thick that stud is, she's gonna bring the athleticism. And that's what I want. That's what I want. Oh boy, look at that boy up there. Butler, move! But yeah, man, I'm about to put all the dogs up. I already done did the cleaning for the day. I'm about to put the bulls up. Feed everybody. As you can see, it is cold down here. I'm not sure if you can see his breath coming up. But yeah, I'm about to feed everybody. And that's gonna be that, man. I'll get back with y'all in the next video. Hey, get out.